This video is about illustrating slope of a line. This is an introduction for the topic slope of a line. So, ano ba yung slope of a line? So, ang slope of a line can be seen everywhere. May mga bagay na maaaring nagre-represent sa kanya, kagaya na lamang ng bubong ng bahay, hagdan, maging ang paggalaw ng mga bagay, pataas, pwede rin pababa, at maging sa ating nature, may mga bagay rin tayong nakikita na maaaring mag-represent ng slope of a line. So how do we define slope? In mathematics, the slope of a line is a number that describes both the direction and the steepness of the line. It is usually denoted by the letter m. So that m, or slope, is actually the ratio of rise over run. The greater the slope, the steeper the line. So, i-explain natin yan ng mas mabuti mamaya. So, slope is also associated with some terms like slant, incline or decline, tilt, ascend or descend, and rise and fall. So, let us start our discussion regarding slope of a line by using this Partition plane. This is a two-dimensional plane with the horizontal line known as the x-axis and the vertical line known as the y-axis. So, from that Partition plane, mag-locate tayo ng dalawang points, two distinct points, and then connect it to the line. So, para malaman natin kung ano ang kanyang slope, bibilangin natin yung ratio ng rise. So, yun, mula dito, pagtaas, that is rise, and then the measurement of the run, which is the movement horizontally. Again, rise is the movement vertically, and run is the movement horizontally. So, what do we mean by that ratio of rise over run? So, bibilangin natin yung movement vertically, that is the rise, and bibilangin din natin yung movement horizontally, that is what we call the run. So, yung movement na yon, or yung ratio ng dalawang movement na yon, that represents our slope. Pero meron ba tayong sign na sinusunod when it comes to slope? Meron. And that sign also represents or describes our line. Sa halimbawa dito, yung rise niya, of course, upward, that is positive, and the run is going to our right. So, papunta siya sa right. That means we have a positive rise and positive run. So, a positive number divided by another positive number will give us a positive answer. So, that means this one will give us a positive slope. So, kung i-describe natin yung line, a line with a positive slope is actually a line that is upward from left to right. Pataas siya mula sa kaliwa pa kanan. Now, if we have this kind of line, kung mapapansin natin yung line natin mula sa kaliwa ay pababa, papunta sa kanan. So, this is a line that is going downward from left to right. So, kung titignan natin yung ratio ng ating rise over run, so that is the rise. And for our horizontal movement, nag-move siya towards left, papunta sa left. That is our run. So, kung kukunin natin yung ratio nun to identify the slope, we have positive rise and a negative run dahil pumunta siya sa left side. So, positive divided by negative will give us a negative slope. And that negative slope, again, pag dinescribe natin yung kanyang graph is downward from left to right, or pababa siya mula sa kaliwa. Now, what about the slope of a horizontal line? So, sa horizontal line, kung mapapansin natin, the movement is puro run, pero wala na siyang movement when it comes to rise. Walang upward or downward movement kasi horizontal line siya, like our x-axis, horizontal lang siya. So, kung i-analyze natin yung slope ng ating line, we have zero rise, although we have any count for our run, and 0 divided by any number is actually 0. So again, if the slope is 0, the line is a horizontal line. And also, if the line is horizontal, the slope is 0. Now, if we have a vertical line, so vertical line naman, to i-describe natin siya, the movement is purely rise. Pero wala siyang movement horizontally, left or right, wala siyang horizontal movement. So, if we are going to analyze our slope, the ratio of rise over run, may rise, but the run is 0. And any number divided by 0 is actually undefined. So, again, if the slope is undefined, the line is vertical. Also, if we have a vertical line, kagaya ng ating y-axis dito, that's a vertical line, the slope is undefined. Kasi nga, if we divide any number by 0, that is undefined. So again, for us to identify rise over run, we simply have to count the movement vertically. So dito we have 5 counts for our vertical movement, upward, or that is our rise. And for our horizontal movement, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 counts papunta sa kanan. So that is positive. So we can identify that our slope is 5 over 6. Let's try to answer some examples and questions regarding slope of a line. So let's try this one. Which line is steeper? A line that has a slope of 5 or a line that has a slope of 1/5? So, wala namang sinabi kung saan point tayo magsisimula. Pwede tayong magsimula sa kahit anong point. Ang importante is makadraw tayo ng line or makagraph tayo ng line na may slope na 5 and 1 over 5. So, let's start with the line that has a slope of 5. So, kapag sinabi nating 5 ang kanyang slope, that is a whole number. And if we are going to get the ratio of rise over run, lalagyan lang natin ng denominator na 1. So, our rise is 5 and our run is 1. Parehas silang positive. So, the movement is upward and going to the right. So, for the rise, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for the run, we have 1 going to our right. And then, i-connect na natin yung dalawang points na yan. Now, what about the line that has a slope of 1 over 5? So, let's just start on the same point na lang din, kagaya kanina. So, this time, the ratio of rise over run is 1 over 5. So, positive 1 for rise and positive 5 for run. So, isa, going up, and then we have 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, daan mapupunta yung pangalawang point. So, pwede na natin i-connect yung dalawang point. And this is our line that has a slope of 1 over 5. So, kung i-compare natin yung dalawang line, which is steeper, the answer is the line with the slope of 5 is steeper than the line that has a slope of 1 over 5. Kasi kagaya nga na sinabi natin kanina, the greater the slope, the steeper the line. Next question. There is a line that passes through the point 2, negative 2, and with the slope of 2. Now, what is the next point? So, ilocate natin yung 2, negative 2. And then, from that point, i-identify natin ang ating slope or the ratio of our rise over run given the slope 2, that is 2 over 1. So, 2 for rise and 1 for run. So, that requires us to move upward and right. So, that is 1, 2, and then 1 papunta sa kanan. So, that is our second point at 3, 0. Next, the line that passes through 1, negative 4 with a slope of negative 2, 3, what is the next point? So, identify natin yung point that is 1, negative 4. And then, the ratio of our rise over run is negative 2 over 3. Since we have a negative slope, ang itsura ng line natin is downward from left to right. So now, yung rise natin na gagamitin is positive 2 and yung ating run is negative 3. So yung rise na positive 2 is pataas and yung run na negative 3 is papunta sa kaliwa. Pwede rin ba silang magkapalit? Pwede rin naman. Pwede natin gamitin yung negative 2 for the rise, meaning magbibilang ka naman pababa. Tapos yung run mo ang magiging positive, magbibilang ka naman papunta sa kanan. That's also possible. But in this example, sige, let's just use positive 2 for rise and negative 3 for run. So magiging 1, 2 for our rise, and then going to our left, 1, 2, 3, and our second point is at negative 2, negative 2. So, ganun lang natin bibilangin yung rise over run para malocate natin yung ating second point. And that's it. Thank you.